Hi there, this is Jess from the Active Workplace. Today I'm going to take you through a 12-minute high-intensity interval training chest and back workout. You'll need at least one set of dumbbells. We'll be working for 45 seconds and resting for 15 seconds, going through each circuit twice. When you hear the ding, it's time to go. When you hear the horn, it's time to stop. Here's your first exercise. This is your rest time. You'll always get a heads up. We're going to go into a walkout to a downward dog and tricep push-up. Starting it up in 4, 3, 2, 1. Start standing, walk yourself out to a high plank position, tricep push-up, keeping those elbows close to your body, go into a downward dog, and then walk yourself back right up towards your toes. Remember to keep your back nice and flat. You don't want your hips going towards the floor. Keeping those abs engaged is super important anytime you're in a plank position. So push up, back up, downward dog, stretch it out while you're working the muscles. You got it, guys. Resting in 4, 3, 2, 1. Second exercise in the first round, we're going into chest press with a bridge. Make sure you have your dumbbells ready to go. You're going to start by lying flat on your back so you can get in position, and we're starting in 3, 2, 1. Holding the dumbbells in each hand, you're going to put yourself in a bridge position with your feet flat on the floor, lifting those hips up high up towards the ceiling, pushing up through the heels, squeezing your glutes. You're going to lower the weights down toward your chest. Inhale, exhale, extend them up towards the ceiling. We don't have a modification pictured in this, but if you want, you can just drop your hips to the ground and just focus on the chest press instead of the bridging. Resting in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, we are on to round 2, starting with that walkout to downward dog into a tricep push-up. In 3, 2, 1. All right, remember that modified version in the upper left-hand corner. You'll see Mini-Me dropping down to her knees when she does the push-up, and then can come right back up to do downward dog and walk back up to the toes. You may want to start off with the non-modified version, and then once you feel like your form is going and you've given it all you've got, you can drop down to that modified version. Again, making sure your abs are nice and tight and the hips aren't falling towards the ground, whether you're on your knees or in a high plank position doing that push-up. And we're resting in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're back to the chest press with a bridge. After this, we'll switch up the circuit. Just 2 rounds in each circuit. Starting in 2, 1. All right, you're on your back, lifting those hips up, pushing up through the heels. Inhale as you lower those weights slowly and controlled down towards the sides of your chest, and then exhale, extend the arms up towards the ceiling. Again, if you need to drop those hips down and just focus on the chest press, go ahead. More seconds on the clock. Keep trying to lift those hips a little higher, squeeze those glutes. All right, rest it up. We're on to the second circuit. You can actually stay in the position that you're at right now because we're going into flies with the bridge. Similar to the last exercise, but you're bringing the weight out to the side. All right, start it up. So palms are turned towards each other this time. There's a slight bend in the elbows. You're going to bring the weights down, keeping the same angle in your arms. Inhale on the way down, exhale as you push those weights back up, bringing the weights towards each other at the top of the movement. Inhale, drop down. Exhale, bring them right back up, reaching towards the ceiling. More seconds on the clock. Resting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, rest up, grab some water if you need it. We're going to get ready to work that back. So we're going to flip around and we're going into plank to row in about 5 seconds. So have your dumbbells ready. All right, start it up. So if you're going for the non-modified version, you're in a high plank position, holding the weights with both hands. You're going to keep your hips as steady as possible and row the weight up to one side. Slowly return to the starting position, and then do the same on the other side. If you want to modify, you can drop down to your knees. Just make sure your back remains flat, your belly is pulled in, engaging your core. Slowly and controlled is super important for this move. You're going to get an awesome core workout while working your back as well, and your chest. Hang in there, guys. 10 more seconds. Resting in 3, 2, and 1. Another back exercise coming up. You're also going to get a good core workout as well. Going into Lat Pull Over with a leg lift in 4, 3, 2, 1. So you're going to start by lying flat on your back, holding onto one weight, keeping your arms fairly extended with just a slight bend. You're going to go into a sit-up and then reach that weight up towards your ankle while you're lifting your leg up to meet it. Make sure you're switching legs each time you do that sit-up, engaging the core. And for the modified version, you can just do a little crunch up, just lifting the shoulder blades up instead of lifting your entire back up into a sit-up. So just do part of the movement shown. Or if you want to make it even a little more modified, you can drop the weight. All right, 2, 1. Sit up. We're going on to round 2, so just repeating those 3 exercises one more time through. We're starting with flies with bridge. In 3, 2, 1. So you're holding onto 2 weights. You're lifted into a bridge position, pushing up through the heels. Really bring those hips up towards the ceiling and squeezing your glutes. There's a slight bend in your arms. Bring your arms out to the side, keeping the same angle throughout the movement. Inhale as you come down, exhale as you bring the weights up towards the ceiling. We are almost done with the workout, so hang in there. We have one more round of these exercises, and then we have a fun little chest and back blast at the end. So you can do it. Just remember, these are short workouts. Just get it done. They're super effective. You can get on with your day. Resting in 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, this is your 15-second break. You're going to get ready to flip around to the other side, and we're working that back with a plank to row. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So remember, abs are engaged. You're slowly and controlled, lifting that weight up towards your hips and back to the starting position. Again, if you want to make it a little easier to balance and keep those hips steady, you can widen your stance a bit, or you can drop down to your knees. 20 more seconds. Resting in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, here's your break. Grab some water if you need it. We're going into Lat Pull Over with a leg lift. Round 2. Starting in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Weight goes over your head, making sure that back stays flat on the ground as the weight goes over your head, super important. And then you can lift up during that sit-up. So inhale, bring it over your head. Exhale, go into that sit-up, meeting the weight towards your ankle. Or if your flexibility doesn't allow you to actually meet the weight to the ankle, just go as far as you can towards the ankle. You got it. 20 more seconds. Resting in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. 15 seconds break right here. Definitely grab some water if you need it. We're going into some chest and back blasts. So it's going to be 20 seconds on, 5 seconds rest, 2 rounds, and we're starting with the push-up to a half burpee. Get ready. Here we go. Push up, hop forward, hop back to the push-up. Modification is in the upper left-hand corner. You can drop down to your knees if you need to, and then just drive your knee to your opposite elbow instead of the half burpee. All right, guys, we just have a 5-second rest coming up in 2, 1. All right, you're dropping down, going into Superman. So this is going to hit the lower back, and we're going to start it up. Belly starts flat on the ground. You're going to lift up that chest off the ground using your lower back. Reach out in front of you and then bring your elbows back, pinching your shoulder blades together, and return back to the starting position. And we're back to the push-ups to half burpees in 2, 1 with just 5 seconds in between for a break. And this is going to be the last round, so hang in there. All right, here we go. Start it up. Your arms are feeling it. Just do what you can. You are almost there. Rest in 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. 5 second break. Really just to transition into that Superman exercise. Last exercise. Here we go. Start it up. Lift. Pinch those shoulder blades together and repeat. 10 more seconds. Resting in 4, 3, 2, 1. Woohoo! You guys are done. Awesome job. Great work.